Have you ever felt a quiet nudge in your chest? A tiny voice at 2 a.m. telling you, wait, don't scroll away yet. As if God himself is trying to point you towards something you almost missed? Listen, the person who will change your life isn't always a lightning strike or a movie moment. Sometimes God slips your soulmate into your ordinary days. A bar in London, a coffee shop in New York, a train in Sydney, and then he waits to see if you're awake enough to notice. What I'm about to tell? You will separate the men who live a life of avoidable regret from the men who wake up one morning and realize they already had the one who was meant for them. These aren't cheesy hallmarks or empty signs. These are sacred, surgical nudges from God, the kind that show up as impossible peace, repeated crossings, quiet transformation, and bonds that time can't erase. They're easy to miss, and once missed, they haunt you forever. So here's the blunt truth. If you click away now, you'll probably go back to living in small coincidences and polite what-ifs. Years from now, you'll replay moments wondering, what if I had listened? But if you stay for the next few minutes, you'll learn to read the spiritual language of coincidence and the divine fingerprints on your life. You'll know when peace is more than comfort, when repetition is more than chance, and when someone's presence is an answer you can't afford to ignore. Decide now and stay and learn how God might already have placed your soulmate in plain sight. Or scroll away and carry the weight of missed opportunities for the rest of your life. Which will it be? 1. The unexplainable peace. Have you ever met someone and instantly felt calm around them? Not excitement? Not butterflies that burn out in weeks, but a deep, unshakable peace. That is the first way God whispers to you. Because real love, the kind that's divine, doesn't bring chaos. It brings clarity. When it's your soulmate, your soul recognizes them even before your mind does. You'll find yourself breathing easier, your worries fading, your heart strangely still. And here's what most people don't realize. Peace is the proof of God's hand. Because lust brings anxiety, obsession brings fear, but divine love brings peace. If you've ever wondered why someone feels like home even without effort, it's because God is quietly saying, this one is safe for your soul. 2. The repeated crossings. Do you believe in coincidences? Because when it comes to soulmates, coincidences don't exist. If God wants you to meet someone, he will weave your lives together again and again until you notice. Maybe you bump into them at random places. Maybe their name keeps popping up. Maybe life keeps bringing you back to the same circle. And it feels eerie, almost strange, as if the universe itself is plotting to place this person before you. That's not accident, and that's alignment. Because destiny doesn't shout, it repeats until you pay attention. And if you've ever thought, why do I keep running into them? That might just be God saying, this isn't random. Look closer. 3. The inner transformation. This one is the hardest to accept, because sometimes God doesn't reveal your soulmate by sending them into your life, but by changing you first. Have you noticed how certain people inspire you to grow, to be better, to rise higher than your excuses? That's not attraction, that's transformation. When someone is your soulmate, their presence activates parts of your soul that were asleep. You'll notice yourself breaking bad habits, chasing purpose, healing wounds you thought you'd live with forever. And it's not because they demanded it. It's because their spirit pulls out the best in you. That's how God works. He doesn't just send you love. He sends you the person who prepares you for the love you were always meant to give. 4. The timeless bond. Finally, the clearest way God reveals your soulmate. Time cannot destroy the connection. You may drift apart, move cities, even lose touch for years. But when destiny has written two souls together, life will always find a way to bring them back. And when they return, it feels like nothing has changed. No awkwardness, no distance, just a bond that defies time. This is the moment most people realize, I've already met my soulmate. Because your spirit never forgets them, even when your memory tries to. And that's how you know it's divine. Because what is written by God cannot be erased by time. Conclusion. So here's my question to you. Who in your life brings you peace, keeps reappearing, inspires your growth, or feels like they've always belonged in your story? Don't ignore it, because maybe, just maybe, you've already met the one God has chosen for your soul. And with that said, thanks for watching, and until next time.